at the guides for self-study or whether they're a complement to the courses that you're going to be taking with the Toronto School of Management, the idea there is that literally they are a guide to highlight the most important information from the material and to identify what you don't really need to know. Because the truth is, there's so much information in the NCEA syllabi. For example, foundations and constitutional law together, it's usually in most Canadian JD programs, it's one year long course. So I did my JD at Osgoode, and the equivalent course was 1 year long, 2 terms, and it covered most of the same material or all of the same material really, as foundations and constitutional. So that's a lot of information. It's a lot of reading, a lot of cases, and the guides are going to help you kind of diffuse all of that information, understand what the takeaway points are for the readings and the cases and the articles, and also how that will help you orient yourself to when you're doing your own reading, which we do recommend you do. This is not a replacement for study or touching any of the material yourself, but this is going to direct you to what you should look at, what paragraphs you should focus on from different cases, and what perhaps maybe you don't really need to read in too much detail because you understand it clearly enough from the textbook and from the guide, and maybe also direct you as to where you should go back and dig a little bit deeper if something is confusing to you. So the idea is that these guides will literally be a guide and help direct students to the best information possible so that they can complete the exams without pulling their hair out, and also obviously successfully passing them.
Excellent. Yeah. And I think are the study guides inclusive of not only the NCEA mandated textbooks, but any sort of articles that are also included in the NCEA syllabi? Do you also lay out notes and explanations of those articles?
Definitely. So the study guides will cover all of the required readings from the NCEA syllabi. So that's the case books, the textbooks, the individual cases that are listed on Canly or online, and also the articles that are listed in the syllabi. And we summarize all of that. So we've left the optional readings for you to do yourself, because the idea with the optional readings anyways is for if you're having trouble with something, or if you need more information, then the optional readings will provide that information to you. So we have decided to not summarize those, because that's something you can do on your own if you like. But the idea is with the required reading, and then these guys who should have a good idea of all of the material you really must know for the exam. The study guides will also include tips and tricks. Some practice exam questions will be included, at least a couple in each study guide, on topics that we think are relevant and may show up on an exam, and also orient you to sort of, why should I be reading this article? Some articles are commentary, some articles are explanation, and they often provide different viewpoints on a particular issue, and that will be helpful to understand, okay, this article is looking at it from this perspective, that article is looking at it from that perspective. And if you're coming at this for the first time, you may not be fully aware of the different perspectives that may surround a debate. So we're going to help you identify those, so that, on an exam, if there's an essay question and you have to argue two sides of the debate or of the policy, and to come to your own conclusion, then you'll know from the guides and from our pointers, right? Okay, so this is one view. This article represents another view, and I can use these 2 or these 3 articles and help prepare my answer for this kind of question.